Okay, so this landing page currently has Facebook ads and Google ads running to it. Today, we're going to be doing an analysis of this landing page and talking about how we can improve the conversions to get more leads and sales, the advice and the ideas you'll be able to swipe and deploy for your own business today. Anybody who's new, my name's Alicia Conlin-Hurd. I have launched over 600 landing pages in about 120 niches. And today, we're going to talk about how to get more leads. So let's look at the landing page and let's talk about what looks good, and then we'll talk about what we can improve. So landing here, and when I'm doing an analysis, what I want to teach you guys first is, okay, how do I think about this? And then I'll show you, okay, how do we do this? The very first thing is the above the fold, AKA before somebody starts to scroll. And this is going to be the most important real estate, not just on desktop, but also on mobile. So we want to really focus here. Now, when we think about the above the fold, what we want to make sure we get right is that it's congruent with what gets the click, right? Now, a lot of people have this big obsession with ads and they're like, spend more money on ads, do more ads. However, it's everything that happens post-click that's going to make the money. So straight away, knowing that you have Google ads and that you have Facebook ads, then I know that's two different temperatures of traffic. Two different temperatures of traffic and probably two different stages of the buyer's journey, or those stages of awareness, right? So if you've read the book Breakthrough Advertising, you would know about these different stages of awareness. Basically, nobody wakes up one day and wants what you have. They go through these stages until they know kind of what they want to buy. Now, because I've worked in this industry before, the Chiro space, I'm going to make some assumptions, right, based on different target markets. But oftentimes these people have been in chronic pain or acute pain for a really long time. They've tried a lot of different solutions. They've been promised a lot of different things, and they're hoping that they can finally get the end to their pain. Now, alternatively, when I've worked in this space before, sometimes people want to bring in more like athletes, younger people who are being proactive. And based on some of your imagery, maybe that's correct, like CrossFitters, I'm not sure. But that's something to be mindful, right? Like, who are you trying to attract? And that comes through in the imagery. So going back to the page. So we can see here that we have a clear landing page, we have a form, we have our subhead, and then we have this here as well. It's clean, it's easy to read, and at a first glance, this looks good, right? You've got some logos here to help to build trust. We've got some proof here, 2,500 success stories, awesome. We have some testimonials. We start to get into the process, what to expect, a little bit more about insurance. I'm sure that's important. Some FAQs, what I would call like the full stop of the page, and then where are you located? Okay, looks clean, it looks good. Now, what I want us to think about though is that this is meant to be our digital appointment setter, our digital salesperson. And no, it's not that we want to be very salesy, but we have to think, okay, somebody has landed here and they're a real person. They have a real conversation going on in their mind and they're searching for a real solution, right? Now, if we think of it this way, somebody coming here is in a crappy before state, like they're sad, right? And they want to get to a dream outcome. So all they want to do is go from here to here. And you are just one of many different vehicles to take them there. That's all it is. So we're going to think about on this page, fine, what are we really selling? So really, if we think of it, Chiro is just the vehicle to get from here to here. It's just one option. It's not the only option. And they've probably tried a lot of things before. So now we want to think, okay, what are we really selling? So going through this page, I'm going to start above the fold. And I always think of these 4 key pillars of landing pages. Number 1 is the target market. And are we using the target market's language? Are we showing them that we understand their pain? Are we showing them in their language that we know how they feel, right? Because when you are doing marketing, the business or the person who can show that you understand the market the best, it's going to be assumed you have the solution. So this is not going to be, this is like same, but different. We're going to show this page as a comparison. So on here, we've got full body chiropractor intake appointment. When somebody lands here, they're going to think, so what, who cares, what's in it for me? Additionally, you would have promised something in the click to get them here as well, right? So this is not in English, so I can't read it. And according to some hate mail I got one time, I can barely speak English, no good. So I can't critique everything. But the takeaway is going to be the same, that what you promised to get the click needs to be in here. However, I have a feeling looking at some of these ads that we're not testing enough different messaging, different hooks, different stories, and I'll talk about that soon. So coming back to here, let's just focus on Google Ads traffic, because that's going to be the most aware. They're probably solution aware, probably looking for a chiropractor. So if we got full body chiropractic intake appointment, they're going to think, so what, who cares what's in it for me? And when we've worked in this field before, and when we look at Google Ads, usually competitors are running a bunch of really strong offers, new patient offers. Now, I can see that you have this here, right? This €39 intake special offer, but it gets lost. So we have an offer, but it gets lost. We'll come back to this. And it especially gets lost on the mobile. So it's not super clear what they're going to get. Okay, so I'm in Melbourne, well, in Australia at the moment, near Melbourne. And if we type in chiropractor Melbourne, kind of assuming this is something similar, best chiro near me, whatever, everybody in this space is usually running a new patient offer, because that's the whole thing. They're trying to get new patients. And it can almost commoditize the industry a bit, but it is what it is. Like this one, boring, another first time offer. And that's what you'll probably see a lot. Yep, new patient offer, new patient offer, new patient offer. I'm going to make the assumption that this is what you're competing against. And although you have it, it is lost on this page. I also think that this value gets a little bit lost as well, because it sounds really cool. But I have to take the time to read it and think about it and understand the value. Total body exam, posture assessment, and photos. Cool, but what we're failing to do is to connect the chain of logic. What does that mean? It's like feature, benefit, contextualize benefit. This is the feature. So total body exam, that's a feature. At the moment, that's not a benefit. So it's like total body exam to find out exactly where your pain is. Contextualized benefit would be, because when we find the real location of your pain, then we know how to treat it properly and to stop it from coming back. So that's how you start to expand on this and answer that, so what, who cares what's in it for me? Okay, so we think about the target market, and then the next one on this 4-point list is going to be the offer. This is literally the most important part, so I'm going to spend most of my time here, because the offer is the thing that gets them to take the next step, right? So when it's an offer, it should be the next micro step. And typically the offer that you run on Google Ads is going to be different to what you run on Facebook ads, because if we think of this page like a digital appointment setter, and our offer like the next micro step, that means somebody from a colder market like Facebook ads is going to need a different offer. So it might be more of a discovery or a consultation offer. Whereas the people on Google Ads, they know they want a chiro. So they're like, help me, I'm in pain. And they're probably less going to care about they're going to care less about we're going to show you where your pain is. It's more like, come in, get fixed. And then when they come in, that's where like more of that education will come in. So with your current page, we've got new location, Rotterdam, full body chiropractic intake appointment. Everything's a bit lost. There's 2 of these things here, and this is getting a bit lost. If we play with this is a cool tool called Edit Anything, and then you can play with the actual things. Already, this looks cleaner. That's probably just a bug in your thing, and you can fix it up. Now, coming back to this, because I'm going to focus on Google Ads, I would have 2,500 happy patients help, and then Rotterdam's #1 chiropractor for keyword. Ideally, you can do some sort of dynamic keyword insertion and then make it really obvious. So if they've typed in like back pain chiropractor near me or something, right? If there's a way that you can do that, you want to make it as personalized as possible. Then I want to highlight more about the offer. Get started with your $39 new patient special and finally solve your pain. A bit vanilla, a bit generic, but I would put money that it would convert better than this, because at the moment, full body chiropractic intake appointment, so what, who cares what's in it for me? And now we're starting to build authority. Then it's like, okay, it's $39. Here's everything you get. if you wanted to really take this to the next level, you would add values to this, because I'm sure a total body exam normally costs money, and you would be adding in all of this. But right now, I know you know why I need a posture assessment in photos, or neurological evaluation, or functional evaluation, but I don't. Like, I genuinely don't know. I assume it's good for me, but we haven't connected that. And then this is where those different temperatures of traffic will play into this, right? So that's one big thing, and this is how I would start to think about the above the fold. Okay, so going back to the target market, we've got the target market, the offer, and then there's the authority, the messaging, the differentiation, the authority. Now for you, these people have probably tried other chiropractors before. I wonder what their false beliefs or objections, I wonder what their experiences have been like. Maybe it's physiotherapists, maybe it's massage therapists, whatever it is. Because this page is our digital appointment setter, it's going to have to address those. And you need to answer not just why are we better, but why are we different? So coming down the page, what I think is missing, and you should have this on a Google Ads page, but also a Facebook Ads page, is showing like, hey, I understand you. And it could be a short blurb, maybe from the founder of the company, that's like, if you've tried, if you're in excruciating pain and you feel like you've tried everything before, but nothing has worked for you, then I invite you to this like specially created offer, so that we can finally find the source of your pain, really tell you why your neck's out or your hips sore, whatever, and then give you the treatment plan that's going to help to fix the pain and keep it away for good. Because that's my understanding of this market, is like, they're typically in pain and they can't keep the pain away. So to give a bit of an example of how this might look for one of our clients in the same but different niche, we've got apply for your Save My Hair consultation and treatment plan with Melbourne's top hair restoration and doctor. We have these buyer decision questions here, and then we have some social proof, shorter and easier to read, and then we have the lead. Now, this is for Facebook ads. We also do Google ads for this client, or we've just started, I should say, to help them scale. And this page will be completely different. So the last agency that was running this account was running Facebook ads straight to a hair transplant consultation. But that's not right. It's not the right stage of the buyer's journey, and it's not the right next micro step. So you'll need to think about that for your pages as well. Then we use that target market language to show them that we understand them. That's another big thing here, because basically people just want to feel understood. And I don't think we're doing that on this page yet. All we're really doing is talking about us, not about them. And it looks nice, which is good, because a lot of landing pages I look at don't look nice, but it's not clear on how you're going to transform their life. Remembering that you really sell this, you don't sell this. This is what you're really selling, that dream outcome. Market, authority, and then there's like messaging and differentiation. The other thing that you can add to this page that I think will really help you is a comparison table. Because whenever I have a market that, usually a market's either new to what you're selling or they're switching, right? And you have to talk to them in a different way. Your market is not typically trying to treat their pain for the first time. I'm making really big assumptions here. But when I've worked in this industry, they're not trying to treat it for the same time. So again, you have to show them not just why you're better, but why are you different. Now, the fourth big pillar is social proof. This is good. These logos could have some context, like you could just literally write trusted by, or the best accreditations in the Netherlands, whatever it is. Then having this here straight away, that might be good for a Google Ads page. You've got to test it. But I assume these are people's names. Like, hopefully I assume correct. Instead, I would want to have a title of this, because just because you plonk a sliding testimonial down doesn't mean somebody will read it. So it's like, wow, much good. And it's like, okay, see already, like, people can screen this now. And I would potentially also highlight the best things. You might not be able to do it with this widget, but that is ideally what you would be doing with social proof. Now, we always want to have maximum social proof. So is there anything else that we can add to this page? I've got a video coming out soon which walks everyone through my social proof menu. This is what I made for my team. This video comes out, I don't know, in a week or so, but it'll show you exactly how to figure out what social proof to put and where. All right. Okay, so last couple of things on the page. Potentially try with a different first question, like an easier first question, because when you have a multi-step form, you want to get the momentum going. Have more copy that shows and demonstrates that you understand them. And with these FAQs, like just think, okay, are these like the best FAQs? When you have the FAQs, you want them to be good sales questions, and you want them to break down false beliefs and objections, and to like help this digital appointment setter to get the booking. But overall, I think your page translates to mobile really nicely. That's fine. The main thing is having those core updates, making sure that the offer and the landing page reflect the temperature of the traffic. And the number one thing will be, can you improve the offer and the above the fold? If you work on this, this will be the best thing. So appreciate you submitting this page. Feedback is my love language, and I hope that this was helpful for you. If anybody else would like a landing page teardown, I'm going to leave the link to this form in the description and in the comments so that you can come in, submit your landing page, and we can make a video to help you get more leads and sales. Thanks, team.